Howdy folks, welcome to Katie Phillips Scrapbook Designs. I'm Katie and today we're working on page number 6 in the Welcome Sweet Boy mini album. For this album, I am using a digital collection which I purchased off of Etsy and I will link to in the description box down below. Page number 6 is going to be partly a take off of page number 1 with a little bit of a Christmas twist, because if my calculations are correct, month number 6 is going to be roughly where Christmas falls. So we're going to need room for lots of photographs, and I've got kind of a gift wrap kind of motif for the closure. So for this page, we're going to need 12 pieces of 3 1/4 by 4 3/4 inch gray cardstock or base page color cardstock, and we're going to score the 4 3/4 inch side at 4 1/4 inches. And we need 2 pieces at 4 1/2 by 7 1/2. We're going to score the 4 1/2 inch side at 4 inches and 3 3/4 inches. For solid cardstock, we need 1 piece at 7 actually we need 2 pieces at 7 3/8 inches squared. One of those pieces we're going to cut in half. For pattern paper, we need 1 piece at 7 1/4 inches, and I have already marked this where I'm going to slice it. It's marked at an 1/8 inch here, an 1/8 inch there, and then I went 3 and doing math in my head with fractions. 3 and 3, I think it was 3 and 3/8 inches. I think that's how far I went to come to this line, and the same thing, that this line is 3 3/8 inches from this line. And then this line is at 1/4 of an inch from the top, and then 5 more lines 1/2 inch apart. The other 2 pieces of pattern paper we need are 2 pieces of 5 inch squared, 2 different patterns, and I chose to go with one that was a little bit more, a lot more color, and then one with a little more white. So I think the first thing I want to do is go ahead and get the waterfall assembled, and I'm going to grab my self-healing mat and a craft knife. I'm also going to use a metal straight edge because I don't fully trust myself to stay straight for the entire length here. So I'm going to put my craft knife right where I want to start at and slice until I get to that first line. Then I'm going to go back through and make sure that it cut through. Now I'm going to pick up at this line here and slice until I get to that last line. And I'm going to repeat that, cutting from here to here and then here to here for the other 5 lines. We're going to set this aside for a sec, and I'm going to grab the scoreboard. All right, now we're going to get started with adding the waterfall. Actually, probably shouldn't be adding glue until I do this. So I'm going to take my first waterfall piece and I'm going to slide the tab through the slot. Make sure you got it down straight, and then add some glue right here. Now we're going to go to the next one up, slide that tab in. We want to make sure that we've got it pretty straight, pretty well aligned with the one right below it. Add some glue, and I'm adding glue to the back of the pattern paper. Press down. And you do want to go back and just double check, make sure that it's still pretty straight while that glue is still wet. And we're going to keep doing that all the way up the top. And then we're going to repeat that on the other side. All right, now we're ready to secure the waterfall down to the base mat for this page, for the base page. And to do that, we're going to put a layer of glue up here at the top. I'm going to go all the way around the edge. Up and down both sides. And then I'm going to go over each of these tabs. I'm also going to put a line down the center. Okay, I'm going to set this aside to dry. Okay, next up I'm going to work on the mats for the two side flaps, and for those I'm going to cut, I think I'm going to cut this piece in half, and this piece I'm going to cut in fourths, and it's going to go diagonally. So I'm going to use my laser trimmer to get hopefully a more accurate cut, and I will be right back. Okay, the way that this is going to work, I am going to glue one of these pieces here, and then assuming this all fits correctly, which is a big assumption, so that's how these pieces are going to be glued down. Scoot that up so that it's all in frame. And I'm definitely using glue for this because I know I'm going to need to move some stuff around because I know I'm not going to get the placement right the first time. Now we're going to glue our mats down to our 4.5 by 7.5 inch flaps. We're on to the final assembly. So I got a couple of pieces of ribbon. They are roughly, so I took one piece of ribbon that was 3 times the width of the page and then cut that in half. So these are roughly 1.5 times the width of the page. And I am going to tape them down to the base page. And you want to make sure you got your base page set up correctly. The tab should be over here on the right. Now we're going to glue our tabs down. And if you got directional papers, make sure everything is right side up. Or at least as right side up as it gets. Now this pattern is not in the collection, and unfortunately I can't make this available, but this plaid is going to be added to my Facebook page because I can make that available. And the last thing that we're going to do is we're going to add the base page mat and waterfall assembly here all in one fell swoop. Lots of glue because this page right here will hold 12 pictures. Easily 24 if you push it. That is it for page number 6. If you have any questions, leave me a comment in the comment section down below. I'll be happy to answer them. The collection that I'm using, I will link in the description box down below, as well as any materials that I can find online. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to my channel for more mini album related content. I release new videos every Tuesday and Friday, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.